Welcome back to the third episode of
The Scoop Sisters.
Okay, so today I'm not really in a mood for a heavy discussion. Let's do something fun, casual, personal.
Okay, let me think. Okay, so let's talk about body insecurities.
Heavy topic indeed. But okay, what do we talk about insecurities?
Now, insecurities is very like a short word, but it's have a very huge impact on human beings' life, and specifically on people who are less confident enough. Now, body insecurities really don't affect much in people who are like very confident.
Like
You. No, it does sometimes to me also. Yeah, but it's important to have few supportive people around you who won't let you feel down. But yeah, body insecurities is common also. Like everyone, I think
very common.
It's very common. I think every person have been in this phase.
Indeed.
So, do you have your personal story on body insecurities?
Oof, I have a long story. Brace your whatever you have around. It's gonna be a long story. Okay, so I have had a very it's a very sensitive story for me, and it was indeed a tough phase of my life. So flashback to 2020, where everybody knows it was lockdown, and like many people, I was one of the people who was very badly mentally impacted by that lockdown of staying indoors. So that was the time where obviously I was in school and we did not have much studying to do. So we were pretty much doom scrolling the entire day. I remember being on Instagram the entire day long, quite literally. I've been on Instagram for hours scrolling through stuff. And that was the time where I would see these girls with perfect body, perfect skin, perfect, waist size, everything to me for anybody else seemed perfect to me back then. And I used to be a very, very different person back then. I'm talking in 2020. So people who know me from that phase would probably relate to it. But yeah, I like Hana today versus Hana in 2020 is like two pole opposite person individuals. So that was the time where all this doom scrolling and social media consumption did take a toll on me and my mental health. So, talking about my insecurities or quoting them, I have been very heavily insecure about myself, the way I looked, my physical appearance. I can't even start the parts or position I was in. I was insecure of my body parts or whatever. I was insecure of my hair because I had liver issues, and that is the reason that caused white hair for me. I was insecure of my uneven teeth because I have crooked teeth, as you can clearly see. I was insecure of my big fat nose. I was insecure of my acne. Uh, I was insecure of my weight. I was overweight back then. I was insecure of everything. I was insecure of my dressing sense, head to toe. If I look back at that person, like my past self, she was a very underconfident, very insecure individual. And 6 months of my life, they were crazy. I was in depression, and it got to a point where I started starving myself to lose weight. Post lockdown, people suddenly started asking me, how did you lose so much weight? How are you so thin all of a sudden? Up till March 2020, I was like a good 70 something kilos. I have no shame admitting it now. But around September, August, I was 52, 53 kilos in weight. So people who asked me how I lost so much weight in such a short span of time without gym, without diet, anything. And I tell them intermittent fasting. But guys, I lost weight in the most unhealthiest way possible. I lost weight by starving myself. There used to be moments in my life where I have quite literally passed out in public because my sugar levels were so low and I was not consuming enough calories. So I just wanted to lose weight because I wanted to be thin. I was so done with it. Plus, I have this condition called PCOD. For the people who don't know, PCOD or PCOS, polycystic ovarian disease or syndrome, it causes rapid weight gain. It causes excessive acne. It causes immense hormonal changes and mood swings. There are many side effects of this thing. So one of the things that for me was a side effect of my PCOD was rapid weight gain and massive acne on my skin. So, anyways, that happened and I lost weight. Now, after losing weight, I started getting criticized a lot by people. Ki, oh, you looked better when you were, like how you were before. You look too skinny now. You look too thin. तुम्हारे चेहरे से वो glow चला गया है and all of that bullshit. None of these people came up to me or told me or appreciated the way I looked physically back then when I was like what, chubbier. I don't like to use the word thicker, but I was chubbier or whatever the way I looked. I dressed differently, I looked differently. But after that phase in my life, I took a very conscious attempt that I'm going to change myself and for the better. I worked on my skin, I invested in skincare, started learning a bit of makeup, I colored my hair, and I lost weight. I started playing around with the kind of style, outfits, and everything that suits me. And most importantly, I have my friends, all my friends, who to this day, because I still, one of my biggest insecurities still are my weight issues and my acne. To this day, it's very big an issue. I remember there used to be days in my life where I used to go out in public. कोई भी social gathering या event होती थी and I used to have so much acne. These aunties and people around would be like, oh, তোর মুখে ওটা কি হয়েছে? What's all that on your skin? Are you not seeing a doctor? And blah blah blah. These are the stupid brainless people who have nothing, no idea about what acne is or whatever. They just have to call you out. And I stopped going to social outings or gatherings because of these things, because I used to get called out so much for these stupid things. I used to feel very insecure. I used to feel like people are always going to point it out for me, and I did not like that. I did not like people calling me out like that, because I remember there was this event that I had went to. Somebody had marked this on me ki, तुम्हारे चेहरे पे इतने ज्यादा pimples, and they don't even, in Bengali, these Bengali people are so nosy. They won't even tell ki what's all that pimple or acne. They don't use these words. They'll be like, oh, tor mukhe ote ki hoye, as if they can't
They
see.
don't know.
Yeah, they can't see what it is. I came back home and I cried for 2 hours straight because I felt so bad about myself. I felt so helpless because I could not do much about it. I was very naive back then. I did not use the internet properly. All I knew was that I had this thing and people were calling me out on it, and it made me feel even worse than the way I was. And I took some time. I gave myself a little time to get used to it, ki why it is, why it happens, and everything. I studied the whole thing, how to like uproot acne, ki come ho jaye at least, if not chala jaye. I still have PCOD and I still get issues of acne, even clearly see on my face. But now today, 5 to 6 years later, I'm talking 2019 onwards, I am in a much, much, much better place. I am happy. I am healthy. Tutsu. I am content with the way I look. I am content with everything that I have today. But it took a long time. It took a long time psychologically. It took a long time physically to get used to it, to get accustomed to the way I look, the way I am, and to be okay, to accept that the things that I have it for good. I went to the dentist to, get braces, and this orthodontist told me that you need to get a jaw surgery done. There's this condition called class 3 underbite. He told me that you need to get a jaw surgery done. Uske baad hi you have to be on braces like another a few years, and then that surgery is going to take a while to heal. That was a lot of expense. I was shit scared after seeing the pictures of that surgery, and I just came back home. I just told myself I would be okay with the teeth I have. I would be okay with the uneven teeth I have. I'm not getting my jaw cut in two parts. It was awful. The pictures looked very awful, and but yeah, it took a while. It took a while to be okay with where I am. And touch wood, I'm in a much better place today. And I know there are many people like me who suffer with severe insecurities, not borderline. And this is a very serious thing, guys. Don't make fun of somebody's insecurities, whether or not you are aware that that person goes through that particular thing, especially not just women to be specific, but I feel like the imperfections or the insecurities of women are much more on the show compared to men, and we get called out on it a lot. If you're a little chubbier, you get called out. If you're too skinny, you get called out. So yeah, I think my story is very heavy. It took a while, but I'm fine, guys. I'm better. I have red hair now. I am a baddie, and people like my teeth a lot more than they like me. So yeah, we are good. On to Miss Manali.
Okay, so I was also very insecure about my body, but that was mostly near in the school time. I'm talking about my school time period, and there I have a thing called insect allergy. So उसमें क्या होता है कि मच्छर अगर तुम्हें काट ले ना तो नॉर्मल इंसानों का क्या होता है खुजा के वो ठीक हो जाता है 2 दिन में। मेरा क्या हो जाता है, मैं ना भी खुजा उसे तो भी वो एक स्कार बन जाता है, बहुत ही मतलब क्या ही बताओ, बैड ब्लैक मार्क्स। आई स्टिल हैव फ्यू ऑफ देम आई गेस। एंड मैं एक टाइम थी जब मैं हर 2 महीने मैं एक डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट के पास जाती थी, एंड आई टू फाइंड लाइक कोई ना कोई तो एक परफेक्ट ऐसी दवा दे देंगे जिसमें ये ठीक हो जाएगा। एंड आई थिंक फाइनली आई वाज आई थिंक बैक देन ऑन क्लास 7 और 8 आई गेस। तब मुझे एक डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट मिल भी गई। उन्होंने एकदम एक परफेक्ट दवाई दे दी थी, एंड उसमें क्या होता है वो दवाई अप्लाई करने के बाद वो ठीक हो जाता था, मतलब ठीक रहता नहीं था, यू विल हैव टू कंटिन्यू दैट मेडिसिन टू कीप दोस मार्क्स अवे। बट मेरा वाला जो लाइक इसने जो बताया कि शी इज द वन हु हेल्प्ड हरसेल्फ लाइक पुशिंग ओवर दिस इनसिक्योरिटीज, बी कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ। मेरा वाला थोड़ा अलग है। मेरा वाला हाँ ऑब्वियसली हर इंसान के ऊपर ये डिपेंड करता है कि तुम अगर ना चाहो कि तुम कॉन्फिडेंट बनो तो तुम नहीं बन सकते, obviously that person matters, but मेरा वाला थोड़ा अलग है। I got support, मतलब there was a person who made me feel so confident, and उसमें क्या है, तब ये ऐसा होता है कि जब तुम्हें ऐसा कोई मिल जाए ना कि वो तुम्हें बता रहा है कि यार इट्स फाइन, यू आर ब्यूटीफुल इन द वे यू आर, तब तुम्हारे अंदर एक ऑटोमेटिक कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाती है कि तुम सोचो कि यार ठीक है बोल रहा है तो ठीक है, खूबसूरत ही होगी इस सब क्या जरूरत, हर महीने दवाई खरीदो, उसका अप्लाई करो, उसमें भी मेहनत जाता है,
पैसे भी बहुत जाते हैं।
बहुत पैसे जाते थे। और मैं हूँ एकदम थोड़ी लेजी टाइप की, तो कभी कभी तो मैं ठंड में बॉडी लोशन भी यूज नहीं करती, तो दवाई क्या यूज करूँ मैं तो तो या मतलब जब मैं इनसिक्योर थी ना तो आई डोंट यूज टू वेयर स्कर्ट्स। यूनिफॉर्म में जब स्कर्ट्स पहन के स्कूल जाना पड़ता था, I used to see girls around me were like so confident wearing short skirts, and किसी की मम्मी अगर शॉर्ट स्कर्ट मैं भी बना के देती थी, वो स्टेपन कर लेती थी, स्कर्ट को ऊपर कर लेती थी, मुझ में कभी वो हिम्मत ही नहीं आती थी। I used to be like ये स्कर्ट भी मैं क्यों पहनूं। I was very insecure back then, but हाँ after I got this support and I'm very thankful that I think तब उसके बाद मुझे लगा कि हाँ यार I should love myself the way I am. अगर दूसरे इंसान के पास इतनी हिम्मत है, इतनी उनके आंखों, ये जो कहते भी है इट्स नॉट एंड परफेक्ट बॉडी शेप नाम की कोई चीज नहीं होती। अगर मेरी बॉडी, अगर तेरे तेरे तुझे लगता है कि मेरी बॉडी परफेक्ट है तो किसी और को लगेगा कि मेरी बॉडी परफेक्ट नहीं है, exactly. उसके आंखों में कोई और बॉडी शेप परफेक्ट होगा। सो ब्यूटी लाइज इन द आईज ऑफ द बिहोल्डर, एंड तुम अगर अपने आप को आईने में जब देखो ना, तब अगर कॉन्फिडेंटली अगर तुम सुबह निकलने वक्त वो देख लो तुम अपने आप को, तो बाकी पूरे दिन में तुम्हें कोई भी कुछ भी बोल दे, उससे तुम्हें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। यू विल बी लाइक ओके I'm beautiful, that person is simply just jealous.
Exactly. किसी और के ओपिनियन से खुद को वैलिडेट या इनवैलिडेट मत करो गाइस.
एंड फ्रेंड्स का ये जो चक्कर है ये दैट्स वेरी जेन्युइन. आई लाइक इसने भी बताया. एंड इन लोगों ने एक बार हुआ था कि समवन जस्ट बॉडी शेम मी एंड मैंने आके ग्रुप में बता दिया. हंगामा मच गया.
फ्यूरियस. मतलब हमारे पूरे गर्ल्स सेट में हम लोग 7 जन हैं इंक्लूडिंग हर. 6 people have cast that person like openly. मतलब in Bengali we say that एकदम काचा बांग्ला है. That happened.
इसने मुझे ये ग्रुप में ये गालियां इसने बक दी. फिर ये इनबॉक्स में आई मेरे पास.
मैंने तो बोल उसको भेज. तो मेरा वॉइस उसको भेज.
मतलब मैं आऊँ क्या? मैं नेक्स्ट दिन जब मैं जाऊंगी तेरे साथ तो देख लूंगी.
No, I feel very bad कि जब कोई किसी भी इशू के वजह से, क्योंकि आई हैव बीन इन दैट फेज, आई हैव बीन इन दैट शू, एंड मेरे सामने अगर कोई भी किसी को भी कोई रैंडम अगर किसी इंसान को भी बॉडी शेम कर रहा होगा ना, मेरे सामने बॉडी शेम में किसी भी तरह से इनसिक्योर फील करवा रहा होगा, आई विल टेक अ स्टैंड फॉर दैट पर्सन बिकॉज आई नो व्हाट इट टेक्स टू टेक दैट स्टैंड. और वो इंसान बहुत वल्नरेबल है अभी. दैट इज द रीजन ही और शी कैन नॉट टेक अ स्टैंड फॉर देमसेल्व्स. Insecurities are very common. At the end of the day, we are all humans. ठीक है, imperfections are a part of us. अगर for example, if I am taking my example, what if I had gotten that jaw surgery and I had gotten the braces, or I have gotten rhinoplasty or something because I was insecure of my nose, I would look completely different a person than I do right now. And people would not love me for the way I am. I get so many compliments from people telling me that they love my smile, that they love my eyes. I would have never like gotten these compliments because I looked different. You know, my smile would have been just like anybody else's proper, you know, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एकदम proper aligned teeth.
Yeah.
So even she has unaligned teeth, I have unaligned teeth, and we get so much compliments from people because we have it. So that one thing that is an insecurity for me or her, that is what people like to see in us. That is what we get appreciated for. तो ये imperfections ही हमको किसी और के नजर में, किसी और का तो छोड़ ही दो, मतलब अपने ही नजर में you become different from the crowd. और अगर थोड़ा सा अलग बात खुद में नहीं होगा तो मतलब क्या ही फायदा.
Once I was about to like have my mole surgery because once मतलब बचपन में होता था कि
people with moles and face are super lucky though.
Yes, मतलब मैंने ये भी जब से बोल रही है, मैंने ये पार्ट भी लोगों से सुना and ये भी सुना, oh God, you have like so much moles on your face. Yeah, it's gonna cover your whole face. So मैंने ये पार्ट भी सुना. तो at the end of the day, I had to choose मैं किसकी सुनूं मैं. And yeah, मैंने बाद में देखा like हाँ है, थोड़ा ज्यादा है, नॉर्मल इंसानों से ज्यादा है, लेकिन कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं कर रहा. And it's fine. इसके लिए मैं क्यों पैसे बर्बाद करूं.
सुनो सबकी करो अपने दिल की. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे पैसे हो, जो भी हो, डिप्रेशन भी हो, तुमको ही होगा, किसी और को नहीं होगा. तो मतलब फालतू का दूसरों की बात सुन के खुद को मत.
और जो बोले पैसे उन लोगों से मांगो.
चेक भिजवा दूंगा अंकल.
Be it like yes, you're right. Give me the money now.
I understand only one language, that is money.
Money.
Show me the money.
No, I think ऐसे काफी लोग हैं जिनको बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटीज से झेलते उन लोगों को लाइक उनका मेंटल हेल्थ बिगड़ गया. And I think तुम अगर किसी को ना भी जानो ना, मतलब तुम नहीं पहचानते होगे, तुम्हारे सामने अगर किसी को वो बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटीज हो रही है, नहीं भी तुम उसे पहचानते हो, फिर भी उसके पास जाओ, थोड़ा सपोर्ट करो उसे, थोड़ा उसको लाइक एनकरेज करो, बी विथ दैट पर्सन. क्या पता तुम्हारे 2 शब्दों से उनका लाइक उस दिन या फिर काफी दिन वो चैन से गुजारे.
I feel like insecurities एक बहुत sensitive चीज है. Not many people really do openly talk about it. Like for women, if we talk about, typically insecurities can include their body type. Either they are too skinny or they are too thick. Now, if I get into much details, there would be girls who are very insecure of having big chest. There are girls who are super insecure about having bony hands and legs because they're super skinny. There could be girls who are insecure of their skin, maybe skin color. Racism is still prevalent, guys. People still get judged on the color of the skin. Horrible. We are living in 2024, but racism is also one thing that really counts as insecurities. Having acne. I have seen people who are insecure of having excessive facial hair because of PCOD, PCOS, or other hormonal things. Having excessive facial or body hair also makes people insecure. And हम लड़कियों का ऐसा हो गया है कि मतलब सोसाइटी तुमको एक्सेप्ट करेगी अगर यू आर टिप टॉप एकदम हेड टू टो. यू आर लाइक, how do I say, like pampered and completely polished. If you have like body hair like beyond a certain level, it's apparently considered gross. Or I don't know, pigmentation in certain parts of your body is still considered unhygienic. They clearly don't know that melanin production hoti hai body mein or whatever. If you talk about men, I feel like a few common insecurities that we can see are a lot of men are insecure of their height. I don't know why. But I've heard men talk about that, oh, I'm not 6 feet tall. I don't know what क्या इन लोगों ने एक बेंचमार्क बना के रखा है कि if you are 6 feet tall then only you are attractive or hot or whatever. Other than that, anybody beneath 6 feet is clearly a dwarf.
I understand that if you say that for like 5, 7 girls, but yeah, 6 feet man.
Anyways, we are not talking about that.
Yeah, मतलब अगर तुम्हें 4 feet चाहिए तो उसके लिए तुम्हें 6 feet क्यों बनना है?
See, like उनको हाइट डिफरेंस चाहिए ये और ये होता है लड़कियों का हाइट डिफरेंस है. बट एनीवेज, yeah, height issues for men I feel like is a very common insecurity. I have heard another thing for men is that not growing beard is a very big insecurity for some men. I don't know why. I find men without beard super hot, but yeah, not growing beard or not having facial hair at a certain age is apparently considered as an insecurity. They get bullied, they get you know, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, what is the term, you get called out for, you made fun of because you can't grow a beard, you are considered a ladies or whatever. The society is unbearable. I mean, they would just make fun of anything and everything just to pick up a fight or annoy somebody for some reason. इसके अलावा लड़कों का तो उतना ज्यादा I have no idea, but
I think biggest insecurities for men, that's still body insecurities, but I think that's biggest one is like they can't cry in public.
that is insecurity but on an emotional level.
Yeah. अगर उनको रोना भी आए तो वो रो नहीं सकते क्योंकि अगर वो बीच बाजार में वो रोने लग गए तो they will be called a weak man.
Exactly. Like तुम्हारे मतलब हमारी सोसाइटी ऐसी एक प्री कंसीव नोशन पे जीती है कि लड़कों को इमोशंस दिखाना नहीं चाहिए. लड़कों को हमेशा वो माचो, क्या बोलते हैं, सिग्मा बन के
होंगे.
हाँ, सिग्मा बन के घूमना चाहिए.
अगर उनको रोना भी आए तो वो सामने वाले को मुक्का मारेंगे. कहाँ का लॉजिक है?
कुछ भी. If you show too much emotions, you are weak. If you don't show too much emotions, then you are a coconut. This society will judge you for anything, guys. Don't listen to the society.
I can't help like every man in this society, but yeah, every man I know in my life. So for every one of them, I want to say that whenever you want to cry, you can call me and cry.
How would the world call you to cry?
No, every man I know.
Okay.
I know in my life. So you guys can call me and cry as much as you can. You won't be called a weak man because it's very natural
to show emotions, to be expressive,
to have tears.
It's not just about tears. I feel like even men don't express as much because they will be considered weak. I know some men who would not express or talk about their issues because they think they're not meant for it. Like they don't like talking about it because they just would not talk about stuff. So they would rather just. I understand that men and women deal very differently on an emotional level, but still I feel like if you have to let go of a few things, it's better to let it go. Yeah, it's better to let it go than constantly beat your head with the same issue day in and day out. Okay, so how about we talk about, say, how would you, like, if you as a girl were to deal with insecurities, or if you were to give advice to your younger sisters or friends, how to deal with insecurities, what would you say?
I think the first thing I would like to say about how to deal with insecurities, that is, don't listen to everyone. अगर तुम चलते फिरते हर बंदे की बात सुनने लगोगे तो वो कहीं ना कहीं तो तुम्हें इफेक्ट करेगा ही दिन के आखिर में. तो तुम सब लोगों की बात नहीं सुन सकते. यू हैव योर ओन वर्क टू डू. काम करो. एंड ऐसा हो ही सकता है कि जाने अनजाने में कई लोग कुछ बोल देते हैं जो हमको इफेक्ट करने लगता है. तो उसमें क्या है कि तुम सारा दिन उससे लेके सोचो मत. शेयर इट टू योर क्लोज वंस. ऐसा होता है कि एक ना एक पर्सन हर किसी की जिंदगी में होता है कि जिसके साथ तुम सब कुछ शेयर करो. तो go there and tell that person everything, that you're feeling low, you're feeling confused, stressed. तो हाँ, मैं ये नहीं बता रही कि उसके पास हर सोल्यूशन होगा, पर हाँ शायद वो उस टॉपिक से ही भटक जाए एंड कुछ ऐसे बात करने लग जाए, डिस्ट्रैक्शन हो जाए एंड यू फील नाइस. एंड बाकी का तो if you can gain confidence and live with it, it's very nice. It's like a bonanza offer. Nothing can be more better than it. Yeah.
I think for me, what I would like, I don't know about advising anybody else, but if there was this one advice that I would like to give to my younger self, it would be that stop with the comparisons first. Like what you see around yourself, especially what you see on social media, is fake. People use filters, people use layers that you don't see. They use Photoshop, they use all sorts of filters to just make them as much presentable for the world as they can. एक इन्फ्लुएंसर की या फिर एक एक्टर की स्किन भी उतनी ही फ्लॉलेस है जितनी तुम्हारी, उतनी ही फ्लॉड है जितनी तुम्हारी है. जस्ट बिकॉज यू थिंक दैट दे look a certain way on the screen or on the other side, that does not mean that उनकी स्किन भी उतनी शायद तुमसे ज्यादा परफेक्ट हो सकती है because they take a lot of treatments. But stop with the comparison. Simple thing. Second, I feel like you have to be very content. Now, confidence comes from acceptance when it comes to insecurities. The first thing that you have to do is be content and accept yourself the way you are completely. Everything that you have been given, no, it's a gift of God, and anything that you are not liking right now or wanting to change, that means you are abusing or you are disrespecting what God has given you. So be content with yourself the way you look. Practice affirmations. These things helps like crazy. Okay, self affirmations, journaling if there is a need for, and as she already said, having a good circle of people around you who are constantly there to boost you, to hype you up on the littlest things, it matters a lot. It matters a lot. I am confident. I am the way I am right now because of these people, because they've pushed me, they've given me the confidence that I wear oh so flawlessly today, and I flaunt it. I flaunt myself the way I am. I flaunt my curves, I flaunt my white hair, I flaunt my crooked teeth. I am not ashamed of shit. I am completely in acceptance with everything that I have to say. That is the reason I'm confident. And when you wear your confidence, when you wear your smile on your face, that is the biggest accessory that you can wear. Nothing matters. No gold, no silver, no platinum, no outfit, no Zara, no H&M, nothing matters. Your smile, your confidence is the first and the most important accessory that you will wear, and that is the first thing that people will see. So work on yourself, for yourself, not for somebody else. If you have people backing you up on it, very good. If you don't, you are there for yourself, my friend. You don't need people to tell you the way you should dress or the way you should look. Again, if you have them, well enough. If you don't, you are enough.
Very beautifully said.
I should start taking Sandeep Maheshwari classes on YouTube. Please sign up.
No, that's really important. And बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटीज, अगर तुम्हें एक बार तुम्हारे अंदर कूट कूट में वो प्रॉब्लम आ जाए ना, तो उसके बाद इट्स रियली टफ टू लीव. क्योंकि तुम्हें चलते फिरते हर वक्त तुम्हें लगा कि मैं ऐसे चलूं तो शायद अच्छा नहीं लग रहा,
कॉन्शियस हो जाओगे।
हाँ, एंड वो तुम्हारे काम को इफेक्ट करने लगेगी, क्योंकि अब शायद तुम्हें स्टार्टिंग में लगेगा कि ठीक है थोड़ा मैं कंसस हो जाओ, तो शायद ठीक लगने लगो, लेकिन ये जो एक बार स्टार्ट हो जाए उसके बाद तुम कुछ भी कर लो, तुम्हारे अंदर वो सेटिस्फेक्शन आएगी नहीं कि तुम ठीक लग रहे हो, वो डर हमेशा बैठ जाती है अंदर। एंड वो जो कहता है ना कि क्या कहते हैं, जो पॉइजनस पौधा होता है उसके बाद बोलते हैं ना कि उसको पहले ही जड़ से उखाड़ दो, तो बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटीज इज लाइक दैट, इट्स वेरी पॉइजनस, इट्स
And
लाइक
it does take a toll on your mental health very badly, very badly.
ठीक समय पे अगर उसके साथ अगर तुम ब्रेकअप ना कर लो, बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटी इज अ वेरी टॉक्सिक रिलेशनशिप.
In Dear Zindagi, Dr. Jug says, genius is knowing when to stop. And I live by that quote in everything. You need to know when and where to say a full stop and just move on. A lot of people can't. बहुत लेट रियलाइजेशन हिट होती है या बहुत लेट उनको पता चलता है कि यू नो हाउ यू डील विद इट और गो अबाउट इट, दैट्स फाइन. But I feel like as long as you deal with it, like addressing a problem is always better than keeping it for later. तो जितनी जल्दी हो सके, if you are somebody who suffers from insecurities, one thing that I would like to tell you that it is okay. You are okay the way you are, and
Like Srita says, it's okay to
to
be
be
okay.
okay. Exactly. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. You will be fine. Whatever issue or insecurity that you're going through, internal or external, it will take a while, but you'll be fine. The world needs you. So don't constantly self-criticize yourself more than you need to.
Okay, so we are running out of time today.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the last few words you have to say to our viewers?
I think I already just did, but
You're out of words.
I'm out of words. I'm speechless, guys.
Ahuna is out of words.
Imagine. No, but I feel like this whole episode today, it was a very heart to heart for me because I have had a journey with insecurities, and my heart goes out to all the people who have been there, done that phase, or who are currently having some sort of insecurity. I feel like for me also the issue is not completely gone. I still have these phases on and off where I feel insecure about my body or certain things about me, and this is something that I would like to tell somebody on the other side of the screen who's probably watching this, or even myself, that this is not something that you can completely get rid of, like once and for all. I don't think so it ever like completely goes away. One thing that you can do is that dheere try addressing it instead of keeping it for later, or worst thing, waiting for people to validate you so that you don't feel insecure anymore. You have somebody who tells you that you look beautiful today. What if you don't have that person tomorrow? Just because they are not in your life tomorrow, and they don't tell you that you look beautiful, that does not mean that you are not beautiful anymore, my friend. So don't wait for other people to validate you for the way you are in everything in your life, not just your insecurities or the way you look physically. You don't need other people's validation to tell you who you are and how you are. So learn to be content with yourself, and I think don't adjust with the rest of the world. Let the world adjust with you. As simple as it is. If there is no room for you if there is no space for you in a room, leave that room. Go to another. There will be space for you in some other room. So be amongst people who make you feel wanted, who don't make you feel like you are the shittiest person or you are the ugliest person in the room. Change your circle and change your mindset. That's the most important thing. You are not the ugliest. It's not the end of the world. And if you're going through a tough phase today, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody has bad days. You'll be fine. So don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry at all.
So I would like to say that मैं तो सबसे पहले I would really wish that every one of you have few people around you, or at least one person who will make you feel very confident, very beautiful, like तुम आंखों का तारा हो उसके. And yeah, relationship में बहुत ऐसे होते हैं कि like insecurities वैसे नहीं आती. Insecurities आती है कैसे कि you know that girl is prettier than me, you know Like
it can happen the other way also, that somebody
Yeah.
made you feel shitty and you are constantly
Yeah.
seeking validation in your next relationship.
But
That happens
trust
too.
me, प्रॉपर वाला जो रिलेशनशिप होता है या कोई भी थिंग, मैं रिलेशनशिप
Even
के बारे में भी
friendship
बोल
also.
दूं, हाँ फ्रेंडशिप ऑल्सो, अगर मैं रिलेशनशिप के बारे में ही बोल दूं तो गर्ल
Or boy.
or boy, no matter if you have a perfect partner, no matter how prettier or handsome the other one is, you will always be the most prettiest or handsome ever person for your partner.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
you need that supporting partner, not like surgeries or like costliest makeups. That won't change anything. अगर उसके आंखों में तुम सुंदर ना हो तो उसके बाद तुम जितना भी कॉस्टली मेकअप या फिर सर्जरी कर लो, करके तुम करीना कपूर भी बन जाओ, कोई मैटर नहीं करेगा उसके सामने वो. सो यू योरसेल्फ नीड टू बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, एंड उसके बाद कोई भी कुछ भी बोल दे, मैंने ऑलरेडी कहा, just think that I'm the most beautiful person ever and that person is simply jealous. Being a poo era, girls. And for guys, who is the most confident character we ever have seen?
SRK.
SRK. Boys, be SRK, and girls, be poo.
Be Karina. Be Karina.
Yeah, Karina
Yeah.
is
She
like,
wears swag, brother. Like,
Karina is goddess.
Karina, the attitude she carries herself is, I mean, she's the same on and off.
I think with her character, she actually made confident a lot of girls.
Yeah, in not just like particularly that film. What is it?
That's
K3
Kabhi
K.
Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Yeah, but in other films also, I mean,
Geet character made a few
I
girls.
started yapping like crazy after I watched Jab We Met. But yeah, I mean, Kareena Kapoor has definitely given a lot of girls confidence in everything.
She carries her own aura.
Yeah, true. 100%. But yeah, I would just like to plus one to one thing that Miss Manali already said, that there will always be somebody better. There will be always somebody prettier, somebody more intelligent. If you are in a relationship perspective, it's just that make sure the person that you are choosing chooses you above everything else in this
उसके
world.
लिए सिर्फ तुम मैटर करनी चाहिए.
Exactly. Otherwise, drop and move on.
You will get a better person.
The last thing that you want in your own relationship is drama and feeling insecure about your own self. So if that boy or girl makes you feel insecure about the way you are, the way you look, how much money you earn, anything, just drop and boy buy or girl buy that person. Like, you
Set
don't
some
wanna
good
feel-
examples for your future kids.
Exactly. That is
अगर
very
तुम्हारा
difficult.
फ्यूचर वाला किड घर में ही देखेगा ये सब बॉडी इनसिक्योरिटीज चल
Your
रही है,
kids learn a lot from the way. Listen, one thing to girls and guys is one advice from me is that if you are really in that mindset of like you really want to be in a relationship, I'm not talking about casual dating. If you really want to be in a
शादी
serious,
कर दिया मुझे.
yeah, if you want to be in a relationship, proper relationship with the intent of marriage with that person, look for a person who is ready to become. This is one thing that I've told my close people also.
Good father.
Yes, look for a man that wants to be a father, not just be a dad, and look for a girl who wants to be a mother, not just a wife. Period. Because that tells a lot about a person internally, the way they are, their personality traits, very different. Very
मैं
different.
ऐसे सोचती हूँ कि मैं जिसे चूज करूँ वो एज ए पार्टनर 10 में 2 भी हो 3 भी हो चलेगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन वो एज ए फादर 10 में 100 होना चाहिए.
True.
कि मेरा बच्चा एटलीस्ट मुझे बोले कि मम्मी ने पापा सही ढूंढा है.
तेरा एक ही होता भाई, तेरा ही पापा है. But yeah, choose.
बता तो सकते थे मम्मी यार पापा क्या है.
क्या है एग्जाम्पल, क्या है मम्मी,
तुमको
प्रॉपर्ली यू आर प्रिटी भी नहीं बोलता है. पार्टनर अच्छे से चूज करो.
या
बच्चों के लिए अच्छा एग्जाम्पल सेट करो. ओके, आई थिंक वी आर गेटिंग वे टू इन द फ्लो. We are running out of time. We just constantly keep yapping, the two of us. But Anyways, I hope you had fun watching today's episode. It was a very heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like it was less a podcast, more a sister, girly, girl talk video. But we hope you liked this episode. If you guys want us to talk about some other topic, please drop it in the comments. Please do
Comment
drop
section,
in the
you have
comments.
comment section, you have mail, you have Insta ID.
Just DM us anywhere, guys. We are too jobless. We'll answer your DMs. But yeah, we are coming up with a lot more interesting, fun videos for you guys. Super, super, super soon. So we will be see you guys
in the next vlog
super soon.
Yeah.
Vlog, podcast. She is core YouTuber, guys. Blogger spoke. The internal blogger in her smoke.
Oh my god.
That is the reason I took charge of the outro. But yeah, we'll see you guys super soon. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself the way that you are. And we are proud of you for trying every day. Hearts, only hearts for you. And yeah, good night or good morning whenever you're watching this. We will see you.
Good night,
yeah, for you guys whenever you're watching this. Okay, see you super soon. Bye bye.
And don't forget to like, comment,
I said
share,
bye first.
and
subscribe to
the Scoop Sisters.
And we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.